welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be giving tips for beginners that go to the gym. So here are 5 tips for the gym life. So number 1, my biggest tip would be is to go to the gym, because you kind of can't get results if you don't go. And when I say go to the gym, I mean like just at least exercise daily, because you don't need a gym to work out, but it'd be good to go and stay consistent, because you can't or you won't make good results without consistency. So as long as you just keep going, most things will turn out better. So here's number 2. Number 2 is don't be afraid to ask for help, because when you go in the gym and you're new, like real beginner, like, man, I got love handles and I gotta shave them off. If you're super new, you're not gonna know everything. So the best thing to do is, if you go in by yourself, if you see something that you're not used to, don't be afraid to ask for help, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna come across someone who loves to help. I'm talking about some of the biggest, most intimidating guys in the gym love to teach. It helps boost their ego. But even then, they will always be happy to help, because most of the time people have hurt themselves. For example, I will always help somebody if I ever see them doing anything terrible, or if they ask for help. I will always answer any question that I can, because I personally went through some accidents in the past, and I don't want to see anyone go through it. And that's how a lot of people look at it. So don't be afraid to ask for help. So number 3, it might work for you, it might not. This is one of the iffy ones. I would say make sure that your support system is quite positive and pushes you to further your goals, because usually going in with a friend is really nice, because you'll have that same motivation that constantly pumps you. But as long as that motivation is positive and keeps you pushing forward, that'll help your whole progress in the end of things. So having that partner, even your best friends, I have really good friends that have kept me going throughout so much when I felt down or didn't want to do it. Having them around helped me boost up my own motivation to keep going myself when I first started out. So find a good positive support system. Alright, on to the next one. One of my biggest things for number 4, which can tie into number 2 when it comes to ask for help, but what the biggest thing is don't lift too heavy. A lot of people want to come in all new and fresh and think that they're little Hulks, little Hercules, and just decide to pick up a smack dab of weight and try to do like flies at 100 pounds. And then next thing you know, they end up tearing their shoulder. Or you have people that want to do dumbbell flies or lateral raises, and they pick like some 30s thinking they can huff it and puff it out, and next thing you know it, they're sitting there just saying, ah. So, and don't pick up too heavy of a weight. You want to go in and make sure that you know what you're doing first. In fact, for most things, if it's your first time doing an exercise, I don't even recommend putting weight for anything. If it's a dumbbell exercise, I wouldn't even go over 15 pounds unless you know what you're doing. Because what can happen is you can tear your stuff up, and you don't want that. You don't want that at all. And then on to the last little tip. Even though I said the last one was big, the real last one, number 5 in my opinion, is the one that can make or break your whole progress. For the gym, for getting in shape, for anything. You have to make sure, and I mean like you have to, this is 100% number 1. I tell this to everyone who goes, who tell me that they can't stay committed, they don't know this, they don't know that. I always say this is the number 1 thing you have to do, and you have to do this for the right reasons and for yourself. You can't do this because there's a party coming up and you want to look good. You can't do this because somebody's doing this, or Jessica over there is eating this and blah blah blah. You can't do that. You have to be in it for yourself, because all those other things are just fragile beings. You can't do it to get the girl you want, because what's going to happen is you'll start off strong, but then What happens if that girl also gains 10 pounds and you don't want to see her? That guy gains whatever and you don't want to, you're not into him anymore. What's going to happen is your motivation is going to fade out. But if you're doing it for yourself and to better your person, or you better your person and make sure that you're feeling good about everything, then you'll be more committed. You can't just do something because it feels right at the time. You want to be able to do it because it's going to better yourself. For example, when I've been watching a lot of My 600-Pound Life recently, and the doctor on that show always makes the people lose a certain amount of weight first before he will offer the surgery. And you can tell that the people, they want the surgery, but they don't want to do it really for them. They don't have the right reason to lose the weight. They're just doing it because other people are saying it, and they're not even losing the weight. The truth happens, or when they really do lose the weight for themselves, that's when you know it's true, when they feel it, when they actually make the effort and lose the first 100 pounds. So you gotta make sure that you're in the gym for you and for the right reasons. If not, you can throw that dream goodbye. But that's my 5 tips for beginners. Hopefully everything was good for you, and go ahead and make your gains. I'll see y'all in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep on